welcome to the stream, everybody. Officially underway here between Finest and Forze map 1. This is Forze's pick. Norway leading the push towards the B site for Forze. He does drop Kreese right off the bat. Robin able to get a headshot there from far column in sight. We're left in a 4-on-4. Kenzie able to wrap around towards the front of sight, drops 3 with the Glock, and that round is all Kenzie. Jerry able to get that final kill onto Martine. And Forze showing off a flawless pistol round there. But it looks like Finest will be choosing to go for the 4-spy. 3 Desert Eagles, make that 4 Desert Eagles. And a CZ on Kreese. Robin and Shockslot also have head armor here. On the cat push does kill Kreese in sight. Forze coming to the B site once more. They flood out of B halls. Nor are we going to be cleared for the plant here. It looks like Finest just going to be saving these deagles over at the A site. We'll see if Forze decides to go on the hunt here, or if they're just going to lay low, not risk losing any of these rifles. Further contact made. Bomb officially detonates. Forze up by 2. Finest gonna be on a semi-buy once more. I mean, Kreese upgrades his pistols. They were able to save 4 deags, so call this round what you will. Forze with upgraded pistols making their way towards the B site. Jerry does get that initial headshot, but unfortunately 1Gs himself with that Molotov. Oh boy. I have a feeling both Forze and Finest fans will have opinions about that 1G from Jerry. Martine does get a deagle headshot at mid. Bomb already planted at the B site, so even though Finest has the one-man advantage, they're too spread out on the map to go for this one. Just going to be saving those weapons. They only had 1 rifle to save anyways, so Finest taking the much safer route here as they stay far from the site, successfully saving those weapons. But Forze now up by 3 here on Mirage. Forze making their way towards the A side. Looks like a 2-2 split here. Actually a 3-1 split. They did have 2 Palace, but 1 falling back now. So it's 3 ramp, 1 palace, 1 lurking B hall, C4, of course, over here towards the A site. This round, the first true test for both teams, essentially, as Finest is on a full buy here. Anarchez on that AWP with no head armor. Martin without head armor as well over here on the CT side. Just over 50 seconds remaining. Forze going to have to make a move soon here. And use some smokes in utility into the A site. Martin able to stop Kenzie after he peeks into mid. Martin gets a second kill there at underpass. Again, it's going to be Anarchez dropping another 2 at the A site by way of AWP. Zort, the final Forze player remaining here, does down Shoxalod in the A site from ramp, but not sure if he'll be able to survive this or not. Zort with a nice reaction shot as Kreese makes his way out of B entry. Zort just trying to save this AWP now. And Finest will indeed secure their first round of the map. But Zort's still going to be able to save that AWP. And Forze at least has a little bit of cash to fall back on. See what they decide here. Yes, Forze does decide to squeeze out a full rifle buy here. That's going to be 4 AKs joining Zort on the op. Zort able to get that first HE kill into connector after his teammates lay down some suppressive fire onto Anarchez through that smoke in connector. Finest not able to get the trade. Great start to the round for Forze. They've got at least 3 players lurking towards the B site via halls here, including the C4. Finest. Only 1 on the B site now. Let's see if Forze decides to keep swinging that direction. Just over 50 seconds remaining here. Martin on the window peak does take out Norway at mid, able to kill Kenzie in ladder room as well. Shalfie, meanwhile, lurking onto the A site via connector, does get a pick over there. Zort patiently keeping an eye on underpass, does take out Martin with the AWP. Meanwhile, Jerry simultaneously was clearing the B site. Jerry good for a headshot there at B. That'll free Zort up for the plant, and it's only Shoxalod remaining here for Finest. Looks like he's just going to be trying to save that A4. Of course, the smarter move here to make. So it looks like Forze will indeed increase their lead to 3 rounds once more. Finest might decide to go for some sort of half buy next round with upgraded pistols or SMGs.
Terrorists win.
Finest actually going for the full buy here. They're gonna have all rifles. Anarchez on that AWP once more. Anarchez with the initial pick over here at the A site. His teammate Robin took a lot of damage there over here. Tagged down to 6 HP. Martin registers the next kill at middle. Nice window peek from Martin, and it's already a 2-man advantage here for Finest. Kenzie still leading Forze towards the A site. Does get the initial pick. No trades go out. Just under 50 seconds left in the round. Still a one-man advantage for Finest, but now it's bounced out to a 3-on-3. Shalfie the kill there at stairs. Martine takes out one from jungle towards site. Kenzie able to kill at least Arquez there. Back towards Ticket. Kreese still at Ticket. Trades back a couple seconds later. Norway able to get the kill onto Kreese and lands the headshot onto Martine and Connector as well. And Forze seemingly hitting on all cylinders right now. Now up by 4. And Finest not left with enough cash for a proper buy here heading into round 7. Shoxalad off to a rough start. Hasn't found his first kill yet. Finest on the semi-buy here. 3 Desert Eagles. Anarchist with a P250. Kreese on the CZ. Finest might be in for a pretty rough round here, but let's see if they can maybe recover a rifle or two and make something of this one. Get that initial pick there at the A site. Forze already forcing their way onto A. Able to clear out 3. A site. Anarcha is going to be picked off through spawn towards market entry. That's going to leave only Kreese remaining here outside murder window CT side. CZ in hand does take care of Shalfie in CT spawn. Nice peek from Kreese. Can't imagine he's going to be able to do too much more here, but you never know. Takes a shot at Norway long range onto CT spawn stairs there, but Norway going to come up with the AK headshot. Forze with their largest lead of the map once again as they lead by 5. On the early peek down B hall. Zort gonna make him pay for that aggression. Lands the early op shot. Force with the one-man advantage and a lot of time to work with here. Their way onto the A side. Already going for the plant without another kill going out yet. Norway does down Shoxalad at Ticket. Robin able to kill the planter though from Connector. Anarchist with another pick through Connector towards triple. Leaves us in a 3-on-3, just under 40 seconds remaining here. Shalfie committing to the plant. Does get it planted without any further contest, but Martine making his way up CT spawn stairs. I believe Shalfie did see him before getting blinded there. Shalfie on the repeat to spawn. Does down Martine, brings the one-man advantage here to Forze. Anarchist and Robin might just be falling back to save here in a moment. Looks like that is indeed what they are doing. Sorry about the audio for a second there, everybody. Had to fix something on my other monitor here. Zort peeking down B Halls. Does take out Anarchez early in the round. And another great start for Forze. That was Finest Opper, Anarchez early. Meanwhile, Norway awaiting that smoke to dissipate at A ramp. Does land the headshot onto Shocksalad. No trade goes out. Robin spots Shalfie at Palace exit. Is able to get the A1S kill there. Still a one-man advantage here for Forze. About 1:05 on the clock. Martin on the mid peak does headshot Norway all the way at the back of mid, beginning of catwalk there. Forze continuing to make their way out. B Halls, Kenzie going straight for that plant. Does get the bomb planted without any major peaks from Finest. He does take a little bit of nade damage, but Forze with a great opportunity to defend the bomb here. Zort missing a much-needed op kill there into market. He's going to get killed from the flank by Robin up in B Halls. Jerry knows he needs to keep an eye on Halls, and Cat gets a kill at both locations. It's only Martin remaining in market. Martin with a late headshot onto Jerry, but Martin, knowing that he has no time left, falls back towards CT spawn. Save that A1S. Actually made his way into window, where he'll be finished off by Kenzie at rails. So gonna be no saves there, no weapons saved from last round for Finest. And we head into round 10 with Forze leading by 7. Finest on the semi by here. 4 Deagles in a CZ. Jerry gets pushed in Palace. He's able to get the initial headshot, partially blind, but Shockslot does trade out a couple seconds later with that Desert Eagle. Forze still looking to take the A site. Nice op headshot from Zort towards triple. It's a one-man advantage here for Forze, but Martin evens it out there at the top of A ramp. Shockslot able to get another stop from jungle. Trade goes out. We're left in a 2-on-2, 50 seconds remaining in the round. Forze recovering that C4 and heading back towards the B side. Shalfie already in B, spots Kreese and Market. Kreese does not have a rifle. He's using a CZ. So he's definitely in danger if he decides to make a full peek there. Forze going to have to keep an eye on B Halls, where Martin is moving up, but he's going to be spotted by Shalfie from the front of sight. And that might be just enough to bring another round to Forze here. Kreese still lurking with that CZ behind market window, but he doesn't have a lot of options here. Looks like Kreese still going for it. Now running towards the site. Those footsteps heard, but silently re-peeking towards default. Tries to get that late kill onto Norway, but not able to get a shot off, actually. Forze now leading at 9-1. And Finest running out of opportunities to get back in the map. Robin able to draw first blood, kills Norway at the bottom of connector, partially through that smoke. Kenzie forcing his way up to sandwich. Looks like Forze does want to take the bomb A. Jerry gets a headshot in connector from mid. Trade goes out. Kenzie with another pick on the A side, but Shockslot able to get the trade +1. That leaves only Zort remaining here near Tetris with an AWP, but he's caught out in the open. Shockslot good for that final A1S kill. 3 on the round for him. And Finest does grab their second round of the map, but they're going to need quite a few consecutive round wins to get back in this one. Sword on the peak from top mid does kill Anarchist early. He was outside of connector. Robin gets one from connector, but another trade goes out. Still a one-man advantage here for Forze. Jerry on the flank! He could have went for the knife on Martine, but I think he thought Martine was going to see him out of his peripheral vision there. Did not. Jerry gonna one-tap him instead. Incredible player movement there from Jerry to even get into the site unheard like that. Bomb planted at the B side. Shockflood does get one headshot there at Cat, but ultimately traded out a couple seconds later there by Kenzie via ladder room window. Forze once again leading by 8. As we head into the 13th round of the first half here on map 1. Looks like Finest just going to be going for the semi-buy here with 5 Desert Eagles. Shockslot gets the initial stop there at the A site in Palace. He's able to pick up an AK for himself as well, but Forze already rotating 2 players back out to mid. Bomb still lurking in T spawn. Kenzie with a nice headshot into window. That evens things out to a 4-on-4. Still a lot of time for Forze to work with here. Shalfie on the peak from Palace does land the one-tap onto Robin. That brings the man advantage to Forze, but Anarchist hiding on stairs on the other side of that smoke outside. Connector kills one. Sword trades out close range. Shockslot able to kill one in the site from Ticket. Shalfie does kill his teammate over near jungle, and Shalfie able to get that final headshot through triple as well. Shockslot falls. And an 11th round goes the way of Forze. Marquez from the window. He drops one and gets the second op kill as well. Double scope, top mid. Early 2-man advantage here for Finest. If only they could have opened up some earlier rounds in the half like that, maybe they wouldn't be at such a deficit. But either way, good start to the round here for Finest in round 14. Shockslot able to get another defensive stop there onto Jerry and Palace. It's going to leave only Zort and Shalfie remaining here for Forze. Robin all the way pushed up mid, does check B entry, Zort down, bomb down as well. Shalfie looking to recover that C4. He does, but he's checking the wrong angle. Now he's looking in the right direction towards T spawn. Does catch Robin on a bit of a flank angle as Robin was looking through T spawn towards Palace. Shalfie just gonna be trying to save this AK-47 over at the underpass double stairs.
Counter-terrorists win.
Time expires. Finest now trailing by 8 as we head into the final round of the first half. And Finest gonna have to have a very impressive second half to get back into this one. Kreese with only 2 kills at the moment. He is on an off this round. Finest runs double AWPs here in round 15. Shalfie does get a kill right outside of jungle there onto Shoxalad. Shalfie takes quite a bit of damage, but is able to survive that with 28 HP. On the push. Down underpass stairs. Does kill Robin. Both operas on Finest. Life here. Martine able to catch on in time. That Jerry was at Van after he starts taking a couple bullets from there. One man advantage for Forze. Both operas on the CT side still alive. One of them now gets downed in window. Nice shot from Zort. Norway able to get another kill there. 188 side. That leaves only Martine remaining in market. He'll be killed from Norway via murder window peek there. Forze now leading 12-3. We'll be back for the second half in just a few minutes, and we'll find out if Finest is able to come back or not here. Either way, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Inside my mind, what I do, what I do, what I do right now, what I do, what I do, what I do right now for you, for you.
Show me an opening in the clouds, and I'll take it. Yeah, reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out. Oh, 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 oh. know it's alright. It's alright. Heavens are the limit now. Let's fly just one more night. One more night.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Second half officially underway. Jerry and Kenzie both able to get initial stops there at the A side. Jerry gets the pick in Palace. Anarquez does eventually trade out onto Kenzie, but it's still a one-man advantage here for Forze. And quickly, Jerry and Zort get 2 more kills. Shalfie good for the final headshot towards Hazard Box. Forze now leading by 10 here on map 1. Finest is on a full force buy here. That's 3 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles being purchased on the T side. This is pretty much a must-win round for Finest. Not pretty much, I mean this is a must-win round for Finest. Smoke down at stairs. They're going straight for that plant. And Arquez able to kill Jerry over towards Palace. Kenzie kills 2 from jungle, though, despite getting tagged down to 7 HP. Shalfie on the peak from CT spawn. Stairs does get 1. Shockslot able to trade out. And Zort able to trade out +1 with that FAMAS to bring the round to Forze. More than enough time to defuse. And Forze now going to be leading 14-3, and Finest will not be able to afford a proper buy here. Let's see if they decide to maybe go rifles. And oh, they do get a couple rifles here. It's actually 2 Glils, 2 AKs, but they're going to be very slim on nades and utility here. Anarquez also without head armor. Martine, the designated utility this round, but he's going to have to settle for a Deagle because of that. Onslaught at Cat does pick 1 towards window there. Martine able to get a Deag headshot at mid as well. Shockslot leading the way down. Cat for Finest gets another kill there at the B site. That's going to leave only Norway and Zort remaining here for Forze. Anarquez is going to plant the C4, and it looks like Finest not quite out of this one yet. Martine making his way towards A ramp does get 1, but Zort able to trade out. Zort, the last man standing here with 9 for Forze. He's going to be finished off from T-spawn by Anarquez. And a 4th round does go the way of Finest. Forze on the force spy here. 2 Deagles, a 5.7, 2 MP9s. Three at the B site, 1 now down. Zort picked off behind bench. Shalfie still here at the end of B. Halls kills Anarchez just in front of default. Norway able to get 1 from Band, but trades go out. Shockslod getting that last trade onto Norway, which only leaves Jerry remaining here for Forze. He's falling back towards Sandwich with that MP9. Jerry just going to be saving this SMG and Palace. So it looks like he will successfully be able to save this. Finest not close enough to make contact here.
Terrorists win.
Finest now trailing by 9, but they're still going to need to string together quite a few consecutive round wins to catch up here. Forze on a full save here. I know Forze figured, you know, they have some rounds to spare, and that's why they forced last round, but probably still would have been better to not force there. Shalfie on the flank in ladder room. Does get the Zeus kill onto Martin, picks up the AK-47, kills Anarchez. Robin does headshot Zort a moment later there in window, bringing us to a 3-on-3, but quite an exciting start to the round there, brought to us by Shalfie. He's still lurking in connector, does land the headshot just outside of ladder room. Robin able to get the final 2 kills there with the A1S from connector to cat. The 6th round does go to the finest side. Forze is going to be on the full buy here with 5 silenced M4s. Although they do have 3 players without head armor this round. We'll see if that comes into play as the round progresses here. Kenzie on the early mid peek from below window does headshot Martin at top mid boxes. No trade goes out. Finest, meanwhile, continuing to lurk towards A, but Shockslod was the first to peek from ramp, and he had the C4. Bit of a careless move there from Finest, and they will pay for it. Defensive stops go out at the 8th side. Kreese does get a trade there onto Zort, but it's only Kreese remaining here for Finest with 43 HP. His footsteps going to be heard by Kenzie, who re-peeks from stairs, lands the final headshot of the round, and that's going to put Forze at map point, now leading 15-6. Finest letting quite a bit of time off the clock here. Finest now with 3 players in mid. Kenzie gonna peek from window, lines up the collat at the back of mid. Great peek from Kenzie, although he is traded out from jungle after Robin, or excuse me, from just below window is where he was traded out from. Robin not gonna take any damage as he falls back, but is re-peeked by Shalfie there. At middle, Shalfie does finish him off. Finest left in a 2v4 now. Jerry able to hit the headshot onto Shocksalad as he makes his way towards balcony. Kreese trades out from connector, but Kreese the last man standing here for Finest on 2 HP after that nade pops off. Only had 5 HP before that. But Norway does get that final kill, and Forze able to secure things on the first map of this best of 3. We'll be back in just a few minutes to see if Finest can bounce back in the second map.